with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Earle. Sim will be here in a little bit, but we got not a huge baseball slate to go over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 8 games to go over today here on Thursday. But we still won't waste much time here. We'll go over what happened yesterday, what went right, and what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And looking at yesterday, this clip probably describes it all.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
It was not a good day yesterday. And these are the days that are difficult to start up a show and then tell everybody you lost. But that's the way it is sometimes. Started off okay. St. Louis Cardinals first 5 money line was a winner. The Detroit Tigers first 5 money line was a loser. Twins first 5 money line was a winner. And then it went all downhill from then. Seattle first 5 run line, Seattle full game run line, Seattle team total over all did not win. Seattle's offense just couldn't get anything going yesterday. It was frustrating. I doubled up on 2 teams that both lost 7-0. Toronto first 5, Toronto full game, lost 7-0. Mets first 5 and Mets team total over, lost 7-0. So neither of those teams wanted to score a run for me. The Astros lost in extra innings, which was just fantastic. Luckily, one of the only good things I did was the more and more I looked at it throughout the day, I ended up adding the Yankees first 5 money line and full game -1, which were half of my wins yesterday. So yesterday I ended up finishing 4-9 down 5.89 units. 191, 202, and 15 down 21.14 in the month of August. I'm ready for August to be over. It's been a nightmare month, and I'm hoping to get back on the right track here because this month has been extremely frustrating, but it is what it is, and we keep grinding. So we'll head to the chat here, and then we will head into the baseball slate for today. Morning, lost all my bets. New day today. Yep, same here. I set an alarm so I can be here on time. Appreciate it. I'm a successful stock trader, but first time starting my hand at this. It's important at this, and it's working very well too. Nice. The most important thing is bet small, especially if you bet with volume. I bet a lot of games. Hockey is the only sport I bet a full unit on every bet, though. My baseball bets are only 0.8 units. My CFL are 0.6. My NFL is 0.7. My NBA is 0.6. My college stuff is all half a unit each because I bet a lot of college. Definitely bankroll management's the key for this one for sports betting. And if you're going to bet with volume, don't be putting a full unit on everything. Yesterday, first losing day, time to break a losing streak. Yeah, I had back-to-back winning days, and then yesterday took all that away. So it's always frustrating when that happens, but it is what it is. We'll get it kicked off here. A game that was actually nice to me yesterday. The Washington Nationals at the New York Yankees. I doubled down on the Yankees yesterday, and it went according to plan. They blew them out, and it was nice to see an easy winner on that one. Let's take a look at the line history. It opened up at a 165. It's now all the way up to a -198. So a pretty decent 33-cent line movement towards the Yankees here in this one. Line opened up at an 8.5 at -120. It's down to an 8.5 at -115. So a small move towards the under and a move towards the Yankees here. We have 73% of the tickets and 89% of the cash is on the Yankees. The line's moved in that direction. It makes sense. 37% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the over. And yet this line has moved more towards the under, which is kind of interesting there. Heading over to Ballpark Pal, let's switch this for the 24th. A lot of rain projected, it looks like today. who knows if we're going to then for Yankee Stadium, -4% projected runs, +1% home runs, -15% doubles, triples, +2% singles in this one. Here, taking a look at the pitching matchup here, I believe it says we're getting Michael King for the Yankees, and it's going to be Patrick Corbin for the Nationals. Michael King just tells me it's a bullpen day for the Yankees here. So let me see if I can get up the primary guy for the Bombers here in this one for a bullpen game. This could, I don't know who this could be. Let's try to figure this out. Starting then, it looks like it's going to be Michael King, and really, Garrett Cole is going to be your long reliever in this one here. They're not having Garrett Cole start from the first inning. That's weird. That's weird that they're not having Garrett Cole start right off the rip. Garrett Cole's been awesome this year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I gotta switch that over because I want Garrett Cole's numbers, not Michael King. Michael King's not going to go very far in this one. So let me get Garrett Cole's numbers here. If I could spell his name right, it's only one T. There we go. He has slowed down a little bit as of late, but a 4.06 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, 7.55 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%. 2.03 walks per nine, a 253 BABIP, but a 404 FIP and a 4.17 SIERA. Patrick Corbin, 3.99 ERA, 1.19 WHIP. 5.22 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 307 walks per nine, a 214 BABIP, 634 FIP, and a 5.32 SIERA. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Yankees in this spot, 3.76 ERA or FIP and a 3.66 SIERA compared to 4.95 and 3.81. Massive hitting advantage going towards the Yankees here in this one. Though there's one thing the Yankees do is they hit lefties really well. 161 WRC plus, which is number 2 in baseball, compared to the Nationals 93, which is 93 WRC plus, which is 20th against right-handed pitching. I'm interested in the Yankees in this spot. I'm gonna go ahead and double down on them again today. I think that they are able to get to Garrett Cole or get to Patrick Corbin in this game, in this spot. And I think this is another one of those where I feel like they finally got that monkey off their back and they can get the win today. So I like the Yankees here, first 5 in full game. Let's see if it allows me to do it on my phone. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not letting me make my bets on my computer, so I got to do it on my phone here. So there we go. Now you guys get to watch me make my bets. New York Yankees, first 5, -0.5 at -130. New York Yankees, -1.5 full game at +103. Unfortunately, the -1 line, I looked it up this morning, was a -147. So I wasn't going to lay -147 on a -1 line. But I do think this is another spot where the Yankees get to another left-handed pitching, which they are absolutely smashing right now. So I'm going to double down on the Yankees here. 1 unit is 1%. Yeah, that's usually the rule of thumb. Usually for some people, it could be 3% of your bankroll. It all depends. If you're high volume, 1 unit, 1% makes sense. Yes. CFL Winnipeg will take it. What do you think? I did a free pick video on this one last night. I like the dog a little bit in this one. This has one of those spots where I like Montreal to cover, but I like I think the Bombers win, but the Alouettes cover. I got the Alouettes +5.5 and +9. First half in full game. Winnipeg against Winnipeg as more than touchdown favorites have only covered once this year. I think they're 1-3 ATS, including a straight up loss in Ottawa. So yeah, I think that this is a spot where Montreal is starting to play better, and I think the Montreal Alouettes keep it close in this game. I think they will blow them out. Not sure why a lot of people are on Montreal. Look who they played: Edmonton, Saskatchewan, Calgary. Yeah, I understand. It's more of this Winnipeg team is just not covering big numbers. like they have been in years past. The only time they've covered a spread of more than 7 this year, more than 7.5, was against Calgary. And it's because Calgary's offense died in the second half. I don't know. I'm taking a shot with it. I think the Alouettes, something clicked with them, and they're winning games. I'm not saying they win tonight, but yeah. I'm betting 2,000 on Winnipeg, BC, and Toronto. I could see Winnipeg winning this game. Like that's why I didn't take any money line with the Alouettes. I was tempted to take a shot with the money line here, but I feel that still, even though I think Montreal keeps it close, I think Winnipeg wins. So, yeah, I'm on the Alouettes plus the points. No money line though. But I've seen a lot of people like the that like 3-teamer that you said there, Winnipeg, BC, Toronto. I'm interested in BC and Toronto this week. I really am. So Colorado Rockies and Tampa Bay Rays, the next matchup here, minus 225 for the Rays, total of 8.5. Tampa looking for the sweep here over the Colorado Rockies, where they've come back in both games so far, and I believe they didn't walk it off the first night because they did all their scoring in the 8th, but they've had to come back multiple times here in this series. Line opened up at a 225. It is still at a 225. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 113. It's now an 8.5 at minus 115. Normal minus 6% for ballpark crowd here, but heading over to the money, we have 39% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the Rockies, and the line's not moved. 62% of the tickets and 85% of the cash is on the under, and yet the line's moved 2 cents towards the over, which is kind of interesting here. I want to see if it's moved differently on DK. It has not moved on DK. Just if the line's in the line, the line moved up on Super or South Point. Yeah, a lot of just this line hasn't really moved, or it's moved up, which kind of tells me maybe we see an over in this game. Heading over to the pitching matchup here, we have Sean Armstrong and Peter Lambert. Lambert, I believe, is going to go decently far into this game. Sean Armstrong is only going to go 2 innings. So it's a bullpen day for the Rays, and Lambert's gone 6 and 7 his last 2 appearances. So he has pitched a decent amount. Let's get into the pitching numbers here. Peter Lambert, 4.33 ERA, 1.11 whip, 5.67 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 2.67 walks per 9, a 231 BABIP, a 505 FIP, and a 5.11 SIERA. I do think he's very vulnerable to get hit here. On the flip side, Sean Armstrong, 1.59 ERA, 0.71 whip, 11.12 strikeouts per 9, which is a 33% strikeout rate, 1.59 walks per 9, a 231 BABIP, but 1.33 FIP, and a 2.54 SIERA. He's not going to go very far into this game. Let's see how they are preparing it. It looks like it's going to be Erasmo Ramirez. Is that correct? No, it's going to be he's going to be the long relief guy for today. He's 2 and 3 with a 6.33 ERA, 1.59 WHIP. And looking at the spot, I kind of think that this game could go over. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Rays, 4.16 FIP, 3.74 SIERA compared to 5.62 and 4.85. Hitting advantage going towards the Rays here. The Rays are hitting right now against right-handed pitching pretty well. The 137 WRC plus, which is second in the MLB the last 30 days, compared to the Rockies, who are not as bad as they have been, still 23rd against righties, but 90 WRC plus, which is a lot better than the 60s and 70s we've been seeing them in for a while. I kind of think this game has potential to go over the total. The lines move towards the over. I think that it's going to be primarily the Rays doing the heavy lifting for this over. So I'm probably looking towards a Rays team total over, which is a 4.5, which is a little high at minus 140. But I do think that the Rays can produce some runs here in this spot, and I see them putting up runs and the full game going over as well. So I'm going to take a shot here. Rays team total over 4.5 at minus 140, and the full game over 8.5 at minus 115. For this spot, I see a high scoring game in this one. So doubling up on overs here in the spot. Short week for them too. Yeah, I see that. That's why I think they just cover the number and not win outright. I may be wrong on it, and we can come back tomorrow. It wouldn't surprise me if we come back tomorrow and Winnipeg won by 17 points. It is what it is. Rockies. I lean the other way with the Rays, but I just took their team total. Tim will be home in 10. Take your time or hurry up. Morning. I like the over in this game. Yeah, I took it. Yep. I like the over in this one as well. We have 6 games remaining on this small slate. The Boston Red Sox are at the Houston Astros here. The Astros minus 120 favorites with a total of 9 in this spot. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. JP France and Brian Bayo. Line opened up at a 125. It's down to a 123, so a small 2-cent line movement towards the Red Sox in this one here. Line opened up at a 9 minus 110. It is still a 9 minus 110, so no move on the total, a small move towards the Red Sox in this one. We have 34% of the tickets and 47% of the cash. It's on the Astros. So more money, more tickets coming in on the Red Sox, explaining the small line move to it with 66% of the tickets and 53% of the cash on the Sox here in this one. Ballpark Pal has Minute Maid as the worst hitting conditions on the slate, minus 7% overall runs, plus 5% home runs, minus 7% doubles, triples, minus 7% singles. Pitching matchup here, Brian Bayo and JP France. France with a 1.78 ERA, 1.15 whip the last 30 days, 7.42 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 2.67 90, 276 BABIP, 347 FIP, and a 4.54 Sierra. On the flip side, Brian Bayo, 3.99 ERA, 1.36 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 2.15 walks per nine, a 330 BABIP, a 4.36 FIP, and a 3.97 Sierra. Bullpen advantage going towards the Astros here in this one, 4.52 FIP, 3.99 Sierra compared to 4.81 and 3.94. Hitting advantage going towards the Red Sox here in this game, 106 WRC plus, which is 11th compared to 103, which is 14th. I kind of think the Astros have a nice little edge in this spot here. I kind of want to go back to the Houston Astros in this game. The line has moved towards the Red Sox, but I mean, I kind of expect that with 66% of the tickets and 53% of the cash coming in on them. So the slight 2-cent line movement makes sense. I lean Astros here in this spot. Don't know if I'm going to get involved with this game, but it's Astros or nothing for me in this game. And as for the total, I mean, I think I'm just staying. I would stay off the total on this one. The total has not moved, and all of them, 74% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the under, and the line's not moved, telling me maybe that just the books aren't scared of this under money. But for me, to stay off at the moment, I lean Astros though. I lean Astros. Let's go Rays. Yes, I want the Rays to scoring some runs there. Yeah. Boston money line for Tim. Rays 7-1 last 8 over 4.5 runs, so I'll probably take that too. Yep. Your former ECU Pirate Sean Michael Armstrong, and yeah, we former ECU Pirate there for that game. And the next game we're going to talk about has a former ECU Pirate as well. Dan Ohtani is done. Yeah, he's not pitching the rest of the year, which means his price in the offseason just became a whole lot cheaper. Like the Astros today. Yeah, I lean that way. I like the under in the Yankees. I can see Garrett Cole pitching well. My worry is that Corbin gets lit up. That would be my worry, is that Patrick Corbin gets lit up in that game. Pass. Fair. Boston team total under first 5 or full game. That could be an interesting look. Even though I kind of lean over in this game if I had to bet a total. But if you want the Red Sox team total under, it's 4.5 full game or 1.5 at plus 130 first 5. Not really interested in either of those, but yeah. We'll move on. 2 games ago, we talked about a former ECU Pirate. Let's get into this one. It's Gavin Williams Day. Gavin Williams and the Cleveland Guardians taking on the LA Dodgers here in this one. It's going to be Ryan Pepiot. Your other pitcher on the opposite side here. The line opened up at a 133 for the Dodgers. It's now a minus 135, so a 2-cent line movement towards LA. And the total opened up at a 9, and it's still a 9. So no line movement on this total. And and 2-cent line movement on the side. I really got not much for this game because I think they just announced Ryan Pepiot because this is a first game of doubleheader. So I got no cash flow for this one here. This is supposed to be a 3-10 game, and it looks like Action has this game starting the 3-10 game here with 75% of the tickets, 85% of the cash on the Dodgers, and the line's moved only 2 cents towards them. I think that line would move more with the amount of money on it, but I don't know if this game is going to get played. Maybe, who knows? Aggressive field plus 23% runs, plus 29% home runs, plus 16% doubles, triples, plus 6% singles. And let's head over to the pitching matchup here. Ryan Pepiot. When was the last time this guy pitched? Last time he pitched was on August 19th. He did pitch 5 days ago. I believe this was in the doubleheader against Miami. He went 5 innings, gave up 1 earned run on 3 hits, struck out 5, and walked 1 through 75 pitches. On the other side, Gavin Williams, 2.08 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 12.81 strikeouts per 9, which is 35%, 3.12 walks per 9, a 3.09 BABIP, but a 2.69 FIP and a 3.10 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Guardians here in this one, 3.81 FIP, 3.83 SIERA compared to 3.87 and 3.91. Hitting advantage goes towards the Guardians in this one here, 101 WRC plus, which is 15th against righties, compared to the Dodgers 94 WRC plus, which is 19th against lefties or against righties as well. Now, if this was the Guardians versus a lefty, this is an under. But seeing as the Guardians versus a righty, I'm kind of interested in Cleveland here full game. I think that their bullpen has a nice little advantage as well, and I think they have the advantage in the pitching department as well. I kind of lean Cleveland in this spot in this game with Gavin Williams. Let's take a look what I can get. Plus 124 full game. I think I'm just going to move on that. I don't think I want to do first 5 in full game with this one because I can see the Dodgers maybe tied or leading at the end of 5, but the Guardians come back later. So I'm going to grab the Guardians here at plus 124 against the Los Angeles Dodgers in this one as a little home doggy. I think Corbin gets cooked today. I 100% agree. JP France is a beast. Yeah. I had Dodgers run line, and they postponed it. Oh, they suspended the game. That's what it was. That's why it's projected at 310. Got it. I'm done trusting Gavin. He hasn't gotten it done for me yet. I mean, it's not Gavin. It's he gets no run support. They gave him, he gave up 3 earned runs last game. They only gave him 2 earned runs, or they only gave him 2 runs of support. He gets a no decision, giving up 1 earned run on 5 hits, striking out 10 in 5 innings, and they lose the game 6-5. He went 7 innings, gave up no earned runs on 1 hit, struck out 12, and they didn't give him a run until after he left the game. He gave up 2 earned runs on 4 hits in 5 innings against the Astros. And he got the loss because the Guardians got no hit that game. He's not had a blow up start at all. Like the worst he's done is 3 earned runs. He's given you quality starts every single time out, so he's been good. I don't know what the Guardians are not winning those games because their offense is terrible. But it's not Gavin. It's not Gavin. They're gonna smack him up. No. Never first 5 when the bullpen is in your favor. Yes. Bullpen and batting. Yes, that's another thing, that I want, to play a full game, which the Guardians are hitting righties better than the Dodgers are right now. I had the Dodgers yesterday, but it canceled. Yep. Mariners killed my 4-leg parlay. All good. New day. Yep. Can you link the site in the chat that you use for bullpen, batting, and et cetera advantages? I have my spreadsheet. I get all my numbers off of Fangraphs, but I have my own spreadsheet that I use for baseball. Morning, Tim.
Morning. How far are you in?
Halfway through.
Okay, sounds good.
Any thoughts on Dodgers Guardians?
Hold on. Guardians. It's Gavin Williams there. What is that? That was kind of a dumb question. Versus Ryan Peapot. He pitched once this year. Did he get? Has he been injured or in the minors?
Minors. He pitched.
That's what I
He's
figured.
a top prospect for the Dodgers. He pitched 5 days ago against the Marlins.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, it was August, not April. Yeah, I'm backing my boy Gavin. He's been really, really solid. Although he had a little bit of a struggle his last time out against Detroit, allowing 3 earned runs, in 6 hits in 5 innings. But I'm going back after Gavin Williams today. I'll take the Guardians on the money line. Good morning.
Did you see any other spots that you liked for today's slate?
I'll be honest, I didn't get to really look at a lot last night because there was not a lot of pitchers when I was going over stuff, and then we played the poker tournament, and then I went to bed. So
fair. I didn't know if you got to anything or not.
Kind of looking towards Patrick Corbin Day, but
I've already doubled up the opposite way.
All right, never mind then. And I was kind of looking Boston.
I was leaning Houston, but have not pulled the trigger on it.
Brian Balow is one of the more. I think he's the 3rd or 4th most profitable pitcher in baseball now. He's worked his way up that list. 5th, 14-7, up 7.87 units. So I would kind of be going in that direction.
And I also moved on the Montreal Alouettes. I know how much you love Canadian football. So any thoughts?
You already know.
We'll move on here to your favorite team, Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's a pick 'em in this one. This spot total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Jose Barrios and Kyle Gibson. Line opened up at a 105. It's at 106. So a massive 1 cent line movement towards the Toronto Blue Jays in this game. And total opened up at a 120 for over 8.5. It's still a 120 for over 8.5. Looking at the market here, 80% of the tickets and 84% of the cash is on the Baltimore Orioles in this one. And they've taken all that money and they've moved it a penny towards the Blue Jays. 73% of the tickets and 63% of the cash is on the over, and the lines moved nowhere. So kind of tells me that they're not really worried about this this over money. And they're not really worried about this Blue Jays or about these Orioles, the Oriole money in this one. Oriole Park plus 13% runs today, plus 11% home runs, plus 4% doubles, triples, plus 8% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. And for whatever reason, I don't get it. My spreadsheet, or when I uploaded the starting pitchers, my spreadsheet's not reading any names with accents on it. So I have to go into the actual
Barrios.
Yeah, for Jose Barrios in this one. There we go. Now I have his stats. I have to go through and switch it so it can read the correct name. Barrios 3.38 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 8.78 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 3.38 walks per 9, a 3.03 BABIP, 4.62 FIP, and a 4.65 SIERA. Kyle Gibson, 5.83 ERA, 1.30 WHIP, 8.9 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 1.53 walks per 9, a 3.33 BABIP, a 4.02 FIP, and a 3.44 SIERA. The bullpen advantage going towards the Orioles here, 3.48 FIP, 3.69 SIERA compared to 3.64 and 3.7. Hitting advantage going towards the Orioles as well, 99 WRC plus, which is 17th, compared to 92, which is 22nd. This is a stay-off spot for me. If the market wasn't not worried about the Orioles money, I feel like I would lean Orioles in this spot. They do have the pitching advantage, and they do have the hitting advantage and a slight bullpen edge. But when the market's taking 80% of the tickets and 84% of the cash and not moving it your direction, kind of keeps me off of this spot. And I know it's probably done that so many times with the Orioles this year, but this is just not a spot that I'm particularly interested in getting involved with. I guess I would lean Orioles, but it's no play for me. Market's
the over. Because I look at Kyle Gibson, and through his last couple of starts, he's getting tagged up. 4 earned runs, 9 earned runs, 3 earned runs, 1, 2, 3 earned runs, 5 earned runs. He's getting tagged up, but they've also won, 6 out of his last 8 starts that he's pitched, which means that they're scoring as well. And that kind of tells me that this game could easily be 4-4 at one point. You saw yesterday Baltimore can score. They put up some runs yesterday. I think they can do it again today. I think Gibson gets hit a little bit, enough to help out with the over. I feel like of course, I'm going to be on Baltimore again because it's Baltimore. I bet them every single game, but I'm going to be on the over as a stronger play in this one. I think both pitchers get hit.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about the total. The line hasn't moved, and once again, this is one where the line hasn't moved, and it looks like a lot of people are all over this over. So it's enough to keep me off. The market's keeping me off this game, which I'm fine because I know over the long term the market keeps me off of more losers than it does puts me on winners. So I'm just going to trust my numbers, trust the market, and stay off this game.
Get it? That's fine.
Back to the chat. I'm taking my time now that you're here. I can type up my track my stuff.
Patrick Corbin on the road today. Yeah. It says Michael King for the Yankees. So a bullpen game for the Yankees?
It's Michael King, and then the long reliever is this guy named Garrett Cole.
Oh, Garrett Cole's what?
Garrett Cole is the projected long reliever.
Really?
I think it's supposed to rain in New York today, so they didn't want to have him get up and start throwing and then shut him down.
They're kind of banking on it to rain.
Yeah, I think Michael King goes all of an inning, maybe 2.
Okay.
And it's Garrett Cole.
Ignore the market on this one. Go O's. I am from Baltimore. We figured that one out. But no, I like the O's too. AO Rise, what's the over today? Your overs have been banging lately. Let's get it. I hate betting unders in baseball. It's so boring. I love good pitching.
I love betting unders in baseball when I find the right spots.
Over in the Orioles game, yes. Orioles team total over might be better since most of the Blue Jays games can't hit. Okay. Let's try to find a game in the last. Let's try to find a spot in the last 3. I think we can agree on this one, Nick.
Yeah, I kind of think there's an interesting spot in this one, and yeah, you know how I feel about those this team from Texas here. We have oh damn it, I really wanted to bet this spot. I don't know if I can. Line opened up at a 135. It's down to a 117 for the Twins. This line's moved 18 cents towards the Rangers in this spot. Line opened up in an 8.5, 8 at minus 120. It's now an 8 at minus 125. So a small move towards the over and a big move towards the Rangers, which sucks because I had full intentions on betting the Twins in this spot, and I still might. 78% of the tickets and 57% of the cash is on the Rangers. So it looks like the public is on the Rangers here in this spot. 22% of the tickets, 43% of the cash is on the Twins. 83% of the tickets and 93% of the cash here is on the over in this spot. In some spots, it has moved up to an 8.5. Most spots it's still an 8, but it's moved up towards the over for this game. It's Andrew Heaney and Pablo Lopez. And I am a fan of Pablo Lopez. He's been good this year. If only there. Oh, this is another name that has an accent, isn't it?
Lopez.
Yep. Yeah. So that's why I can't. See, this isn't. Yeah. Because Fangraphs has accents, and the place I upload my pictures from does not. Andrew Heaney, 2.91 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, 9.14 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 3.32 walks per 9, a 3.22 BABIP, a 3.08 FIP, and a 4.10 SIERA. On the other side, Pablo Lopez, a .84 ERA, .91 WHIP, 9.84 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 1.13 walks per nine, a 284 BABIP, a 2.36 FIP, and a 301 SIERA. And then for the bullpens, the edge does go towards the Rangers in this one, though. 4.6 FIP, 3.94 SIERA compared to 5.09 FIP and a 4.13 SIERA. The hitting advantage goes towards the Twins here, 109 WRC plus, which is 13th, compared to 105, which is 12th. So both these teams are hitting right now. The line has moved towards the over. A lot of money coming in on this over here. I think that the Twins get to Heaney today. I do. And I'm kind of looking at the Twins here in this spot. I usually don't like to go up against a market move of this size, but I think the market move's wrong in this game. And usually when I try to go up against the market, it doesn't end too well. But I think I want to take a shot here with this one. Let's take a look at the number I can get for it. I can get plus money too on this team total over for the Twins as well. I'm going to focus on the Twins only in the first 5 innings at minus 135 because I did this back-to-back games here against Milwaukee where I took Minnesota first 5. They win the first 5 but lose the full game. And then I'm going to take a shot with their team total over 4.5 at plus 110 in this one as well. I think this is a game that they light up Heaney for a decent amount of runs, and they win the first 5. So Twins team total over 4.5 at plus 110, and Twins first 5 money line at minus 135.
All right, we get one play up on the board, and it's going to be Mini Haha.
Nice.
I like fading teams that are losing. And Texas has lost 6 in a row. Yeah, 6 in a row and 7 out of 10. They're starting to slip, and that division leads a game. It's a game for both Seattle and Houston. It's going to be a really fun race the rest of the year. And I at the end, I mentioned that I did a free pick video for this one on Picks and Parleys. I said Minnesota wins and that Texas is going to finish 3rd in the division.
Texas can still miss the playoffs.
They could. I don't know if they necessarily.
I wish I grabbed that because I saw this semi coming.
It would take a huge collapse for them to not make the playoffs.
I wouldn't say that actually, because if you look at it, if you look at where the Mariners are, let's just say where the Mariners are only a game up on the Blue Jays.
And that's for the last wild card spot.
The Blue Jays, the Blue Jays would be what 2.5 games behind the Rangers right now. So if the Blue Jays pass the Rangers, and so do the Mariners and the Astros, because the Mariners are only a game and a half behind the Rangers, and the Astros are only a game behind the Rangers. We could see a playoffs without the Texas Rangers this year. We very well could, and I would love to see that. I would love to see the Mariners beat or the Rangers beat the team that falls out of the playoffs here. So, I still think the Rangers missed the playoffs. I'm going to say it. I'm going to see what the price is. Obviously, it's not plus 300 anymore like it was a little while ago. But I still think the Rangers missed the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible, but I'm not going to bank on it.
It's still plus 250 for the Rangers to miss the playoffs. I think that's a great bet. Still, I really do. But we'll head over to the chat now, and we'll keep going. I don't know where you left off.
I got it.
Did I already track my Twins action? I think I did.
Go, O's, go. Yes, Markel, let's get it. This might be an over here in the Texas game. I could see it. Heaney gives up mad runs. He does. Twins run line. I kind of like it. Kind of like that. Yo, yo, yo. Go, Twins, go. Twins run line. People are taking run line. Getting some plus money. I like it. Nice jersey, Nick.
Yeah, hopefully after yesterday, this brings me some luck.
Ha. Joe, the WNBA guy. What's good, my guy? I like the over in this game. What's up, Mo Harris? Morning, gentlemen. Chicago Sky on the money line against the Aces today. I will be on the Sky plus the points. Morning. Silly Mariners, all that. fight just to lose in the end. Yeah, that was rough yesterday. We get to go to this beauty of a game, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Chicago White Sox taking on the Oakland Athletics here in this one. White Sox minus 135 favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. Wow, the White Sox are that big of favorites. We get good old Waldachuk taking on Schultens. Line opened up at a 160. It's down to a 135. Line opened up at a 9.5 at minus 120. It's now a 9.5 at minus 125. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Athletics in this game here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here, as we have 45% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Athletics here in this spot. And then 80% of the tickets and 79% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over. The lines move towards the Athletics. Everything makes sense. Everything makes sense there. Guaranteed rate field plus 20% runs today. Holy crap. Plus 53% home runs. Minus 12% doubles, triples, plus 4% singles. That is massive for the home runs there. I don't think I've seen a number that high. Waldachuk, 3.24 ERA, 1.16 whip, 10.44 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 3.6 walks per nine, a 266 BABIP, a 3.43 FIP, and a 3.96 ERA. On the flip side, Jesse Schultens with a 4.68 ERA, 1.48 whip, 8.64 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 3.96 walks per nine, a 333 BABIP, a 4.23 FIP, and a 4.51 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards these White Sox here. 4.79 FIP, 4.05 SIERA compared to 5.03 and 4.96. Hitting advantage goes towards the Athletics here. 100 WRC plus, which is 16th compared to 77, which is 24th. And looking at the spot for me, I'm interested in Oakland in this one, in this game as a dog in this spot. I don't like the White Sox at all. And I get it. They just won yesterday. They went to extra innings yesterday. And the Athletics lost yesterday. But I was mad that I didn't pull the trigger on the Royals. I should have just laid the half a run yesterday because I really like Cole Reagans and he shoved. I think this is a spot where the Athletics light up Schultens. The hitting conditions are really good for this game. And we're getting also plus money for the first five money line with the Athletics. So I'm going to go with Athletics first five money line at plus 115. I'm going to take a stab at their team total over 4.5 at minus 115 as well. I like Oakland in the spot.
All right, so we're riding the wave today. I like it.
Yes, we're riding the wave.
I want nothing to do with this White Sox team. They've been awful. And yeah, they did just go to overtime, extra innings. The pitching matchup's kind of weird. You get this, what's his name? Schultens. Who was a reliever earlier in the year and then now got bumped up to being a starter and got stretched out more. I'm not really too high on it. I don't like that type of pitcher. And Ken Waldachuk's a big question mark, but when it comes to it, I could fade the White Sox and get plus money for it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Oakland Athletics, and we're going to ride the wave today, Nick.
Yeah, back good old Waldachuk here.
Yes.
Back to the chat.
Where did you leave off?
I thought you did last. I don't remember.
Oh, here we go. Colts Steelers today.
I'll be completely honest. I am not betting any preseason this week. I did this last year as well. I only bet the first couple weeks, and I leave the last week alone because this will be the week with all the third stringers and fourth stringers just trying to vie for a spot. So this is a stay off week for me.
Money line, though. Joe. White Sox run line. No. A's money line. First five money line. Yes. Reds swept yesterday. Never in doubt. There you go. Good morning. Good morning, Nathan. White Sox run line for sure. No, thank you. Arizona Baltimore is my favorite two-teamer. Who does Arizona get today? Merrill Kelly against the Reds, who just had a doubleheader. I like it.
We will get into that next.
Corbin Day. It is Corbin Day. Happy Corbin Day. Corbin gets rocked today. He probably does. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think the Yankees get to him.
I took the over in this White Sox game, over 9.5. Yeah, I can see that. Joe is against me on both.
I haven't even looked at WNBA.
I'm on the opposite side of both those spreads, and I'm on the over in the Wings game. All right, we're nowhere near each other, dude. Pass on the White Sox. You know, isn't Patrick home road splits different? Yeah, no, he's a lot better at home. Do you like the Cubs run line?
Do we have a line for that game?
I don't have a pitcher for Pittsburgh.
Wally looks like there is a line for it.
Corbin gets smashed. Yes, he could definitely get smashed. Cubs run line. I don't have a pitcher for the Pirates yet.
Jackson.
Yeah. What happened?
They have a line for it now. The Cubs are minus 143. I have not even looked at the game, so I'm not even going to try to break it down.
Cubs, Yankees run line. Good luck.
Yes.
I like the under in the Storm game and the Storm and Fever game and the Storm money line. I like the Storm today. Do you guys do nerfy bets? No, we do not. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? I think the Cubs are going to win today. Corbin isn't going the distance if there is rain in the forecast. Be careful with the Yankees run line. Remember, this is still a putrid Yankees offense, who in their 9-game losing streak was batting $143. So, yeah, I agree. I like the over in the Steeler game. Good luck. Spanky's over. Absolutely not. Because they're just not hitting. They hit yesterday. Good you. Whoop-de-doo.
They smashed lefties. I think that's a good bet, honestly. But Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks here to close out the card. Minus 160 favorites are the D-backs, total of 9 in this game. Let's get into this spot here. We have Williamson and Merrill Kelly. Line open up at a 155. It's up to a 160. Line open up at a 9 at minus 110. It's now a 9 and even money. So a move towards the under and a move towards the D-backs, where we have 60%, 67% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks. The lines move towards them. 28% of the tickets and 87% of the cash is on the under on this spot as well. Taking a look at Ballpark Pal for this one has Chase Field at plus 3%, minus 6% home runs, plus 12% doubles, triples, 0% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Williamson and Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly's not been that good off the IL. 2.88 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 9.44 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, but at 3.15 walks per 9, 289 BABIP, but a 4.96 FIP and a 4.10 Sierra. On the flip side, we have Williamson, 4.18 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 9.64 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 2.89 walks per 9, a 3.06 BABIP, but 3.95 FIP, and a 3.94 Sierra. Bullpen advantage going towards the Reds here in this spot, 4.55 FIP for Sierra compared to 4.65 and 4.09. Hitting advantage slightly goes towards the Reds here, 89 WRC plus, which is 24th, compared to 88, which is 20th. The Reds did just play a doubleheader yesterday and then traveled afterwards. I think this is end up just going to be a stay-off spot. I would lean Diamondbacks if I had to get to this game. But I don't know if I can particularly trust Merrill Kelly, to be completely honest. So this is a stay-off spot for me. I did not play anything in this game.
When the Reds played again in the doubleheader yesterday, was that at home?
No.
It was in LA?
Correct.
Still,
actually, I think that's better that it was in LA rather than in Cincinnati now that they're in Arizona.
Well, it would be better for the Reds. But I like the Diamondbacks in this game. I know Merrill Kelly hasn't been great, but this is a Arizona team that's starting to play better as of late. They're back in a wild card spot. They've won 8 out of 10. They're on a nice little winning streak. 4 in a row, 7 out of 8. And 9 out of 11. So they've looked really, really solid lately. And I think they continue a nice little hot run. It's a fade spot with a double header on the Reds. I'm going Arizona run line in this one. I'll grab it at plus money.
Good luck. It's just a stay off spot for me.
I'm gonna load that one up.
That's fair. I think the Boston Red Sox Houston game is a 1-run game. I think I'm going to move on the Red Sox here. Or not Red Sox. I think I'm going to. No. I said that wrong because I read there. No, I think I'm going to move on the Astros here. Minus 124 in this spot. I think I'm staying off. I don't know if I'm betting the WNBA today, but I am going to take the the Astros money line here in this spot, -124. But is it a one-run game? It could be. But I think the Astros get it done. WNBA, I did not bet anything in. D-bags win. I could see it. First 5 D-backs. Yeah. Patrick Corbin over under 4.5 strikeouts. DraftKings over 4.5 is +115. I would say under because I think we can get some rain in that game and he can get cut short. Elks finally get that home win, Nick. I think so. Ottawa is that bad. Under in the Sky game after that offensive explosion last game for the Aces.
I could see that. I like the Sky +15 or 14.5. Sorry, at home.
Fair. D-Cracks first 5 money line. Fair. So far he's on the Yanks -160. Wow, you got a really good number on that. You got that last night then. Twins first 5 money line. I like it. Boosted at -110. There you go. Rushman over 1.5 bases. Kyle Tucker over 1.5 bases. Nasty MLB slate today, in my opinion. May save the 50% DK boost for tomorrow's games. I could see that. And then also the Liberty over in Liberty versus Sun.
I like the Sun in that game. It's a home dog. Home dogs 40-31 and 40-31-2.
Something along those lines.
That's what it is.
Okay, I didn't know. Jeez,
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't yelling.
I know, I'm just messing with you. But that is everything for today's slates.
Yes, it is.
Which means it is time for
housekeeping.
Okay, I'll make this housekeeping quick. Nick, point straight up. Boom. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you guys are checking all those out. Linked in the description down below. And then right above me, become a YouTube member. We're going to be starting to do, I think we'll put out our first member-only video for the college football slate tomorrow night. Because Nick will load up all the plays tomorrow night for the Saturday Week 0 card. So all of those will be part of a member-only video. So if you guys are interested in that, $4.99 a month. That's where you can. We're going to be doing college football, NFL when those come out fully, and then college basketball. I'll do like 3 or 4 days a week, including that massive Saturday card each week. So if you guys are interested in all that stuff, the member-only videos, $4.99 a month. That's where you can go and grab that. Thoughts on Notre Dame -20 against Navy? I'm on the opposite side. I'll tell you already.
I'm on the over. I like over in that game.
We'll probably be on Navy in the over. There you go. But recap for today's gross slate. Nick, what was your feeling on the Guardians?
I played the Guardians.
Okay, then that's another one we can put up on. I like the Guardians today. I like the Orioles and the over. I like the Twinkies and the A's and the D-backs. Nick?
I'm on the Yankees first 5 -0.5, full game -1.5. I'm on the Rays team total over 4.5, the full game over 8.5. The Guardians money line, Twins team total over 4.5, full game or first 5 money line. The Athletics first 5 money line +115, team total over 4.5, and I'm also on the Astros as well. I'm on the Astros as well for that, and I like the Alouettes tonight in the CFL.
Right on. That's going to one more comment. Let's see. I like Navy spread. Who are the Irish to be laying that amount of points, especially in a neutral game overseas?
Yeah, yeah.
Nick, tailing your New Mexico State play, Nick.
Yeah, I think the best way to back Notre Dame, by the way, if you do want to back Notre Dame, is the team total over. But
that's fair. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow. Do you have classes tomorrow, Nick?
No classes tomorrow.
10:30 tomorrow. That's when the show will be. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.